Hi everyone! Unfortunately, Ireland is still in coronavirus lockdown, but that means I get to treat you all to another Thriveabetes interview. And for those of you who don't know what Thriveabetes is, we are a group of volunteers that were created to foster peer support for people with diabetes living in Ireland. And if you'd like to find out more about what we do and what we offer, please go visit us on our website at thriveabetes.ie or find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. We'll have some links posted in the description box below. So my name is Grania and I am one of the founding members of Thriveabetes, and I think it's time to meet some more people with diabetes today. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Thriveabetes video, and today I am with Cayden and his mom Pam Kavanagh, who are from Kildare. Hello guys.
Hello. Hello people. Hello people of the world.
That is Cayden. So Cayden, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? How old are you? What class are you?
I am 11. I am in 4th class and I am, well, I like memes.
You like memes?
Yes.
What kind of memes?
Just funny ones that I just watch on YouTube because I don't know what else to do.
Well, I think we all like those. I believe, though, that you like music and play some musical instruments.
Yeah.
What do you play?
I used to play the harmonica, but now I play a bit of keyboard.
Nice. Well done. And do you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so now can I ask your mom?
Indeed. Ask my mother.
Okay, so Pam, how are you? Do you want to tell us a little bit about you and the rest of the family?
Right. Sorry for this. So.
Oh yeah. Right.
God, I'm never any good at saying anything about me. Well,
what do you do?
Cayden, what do? I do marketing, digital marketing, sales and marketing. I like techie stuff.
I know what you'd like.
Tweaking websites and gadgets. I think I've in terms of bought every gadget under the sun.
And you also have 2 children. Cayden.
Yeah, so Cayden's my eldest, he's 11, and then I have Lilybeth, who's 5. And I'm married to Pete, and we live in Naas.
Well done. That was excellent.
You did better than me.
Now, Cayden, you're all warmed up. I warmed you up well, didn't I?
Yes, I am. This room is very warm, and
okay.
I like it here.
So now we're going to get to the diabetes part of our story. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you remember about being diagnosed with diabetes?
I was upset. I know that.
What age were you?
I think I was like 7, was it?
7, yeah. It was just over a week after his 7th birthday.
Yeah.
He'd always been a fan of drinking water, but he was drinking an awful lot more water
than I used to.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything else about how you were feeling before you ended up in hospital?
Before, I liked the bathroom a lot. I don't really go in there very often now, but I used to before I was diagnosed.
You know that, yeah.
And did you feel good?
What?
Did you feel good? Like, did you feel sick or tired?
Pretty tired-ish all the time. Quite sluggish as well.
Okay. And do you remember being told that you had diabetes?
Vaguely, yes. I was quite worried, like, oh no, how did I cause this? I was very worried, and on the outside I was panicking a bit, but on the inside I was like having a breakdown, like, what the hell, what caused this? Ah! My brain was having a forest fire. That's
oh gosh. And then I want to ask you, because you were in hospital when you were diagnosed, yeah?
Yes, I loved their toast. It was very nice.
Okay. So do you remember the types of things that you learned about when you were in hospital? Like doing the injections? Did you learn about, how was diabetes explained to you?
Like the pancreas stopped working basically, like it sort of stops, like the other body part sort of turned on it. and it just stopped working and producing insulin, so I had to get injected with a medieval torture device known as the rocket.
Do you want to show us the rocket?
Yes.
That's the rocket. Do you mind if I ask your mom to give us a quick little demonstration?
Okay, but don't put it in me.
No.
Yeah. Pretend
yeah,
demonstration.
the rocket was meant to take the pain and I suppose hide the needle. Because this is the needle here.
The orange bit is the needle.
So twice a day, this is the regime he started on. He had to eat a set amount of carbs for the day, no more, no less. And you'd load this up with, you draw insulin into it, pop the needle in, like that, and then you'd need to grab a big chunk of skin, which on Cayden was very difficult at the time. And then I'm going to hold it closer so you can actually hear the click, because it was the click that was, you hear that. And 9 times out of 10 it hurt. It wasn't pleasant.
So it didn't do what it was supposed to do.
No, it hurt a lot. It didn't. It, like he doesn't have a lot of fat, and especially straight after diagnosis, you know, he had lost a lot of weight from, you know, the high blood sugars. So it wasn't nice. Thankfully, it was only twice a day, but it wasn't ideal. So you were basically chasing sugars for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you manage your diabetes now? Because I know you went from 2 injections to 4 injections, and then you moved on to something else?
Yeah, the pump. This one's a type of Medtronic. I don't have my first pump, but I do have my second one, and it looked like this. It's called the Medtronic. I don't know if you're able to see it.
I can see it, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it was good, but it was too bulky. Like, it looks fat. It needed to lose some weight. Maybe it should have gone on diet or something, or go on a run every morning. So after that, let me just get it out of my shirt pocket, because I keep it in my shirt. All right. Now we have this thing. It's another Medtronic, but it's called the Medtronic Loop, is it?
Right, it's a loop system. DIY loop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot thinner. Must have gone on the run every morning.
Yeah. And do you prefer using the insulin pump to the 4 times a day or more injection?
Oh hell yes.
That's the pen. That's what we moved on to from
the rocket.
From the rocket. So
it hurted less, but you had to get injected more. So I don't know. I think this was a bit better, but more annoying.
Okay.
Well, it hurted a lot less, but I had to get injected more. So.
Okay. Now, so the reason we spoke, I spoke to your mom, was to do some diabetes myth busting, and you were very eager to bust some of the diabetes myths.
Yeah.
And the first myth that we're going to talk about is, can people with diabetes eat sugar? So what do you say to that?
Oh, hell yes, we can. We just need to either, if we're on injections, if it's an injection, you just dial up how much it is and then inject yourself. Or if you're on a pump, you just dial up how many carbs and enter in your blood sugars, and then just press a button and it all goes in. So yes, we can eat sugar without getting all sick, and if we eat too much, we don't go, we can eat sugar, okay?
And there's a big hole in that myth, isn't there?
What?
There's a big hole in that myth, because, I mean, if we couldn't eat sugar, what else would happen?
I would be malnourished, and I would lie in my bed all day feeling like a pleb.
But you know, when you go low.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to treat it anymore. I just end up being in the ones all the time, and I'd be a pencil.
Yes.
I'd look like a pencil with a big head on it.
So because we take insulin, we have to keep our blood sugar levels in the zone, the safe zone. And when those levels drop too far, we have to actually take some emergency sugar. There's also another flaw in that myth. I'm not sure if you know that, but you've studied carbohydrates. You're very intimate with carbohydrates, and you know that there are 2 different types of carbohydrates, do you? There's the starches and the sugars, but they're all part of the one food group.
Yeah.
So if we couldn't eat sugar, then naturally we wouldn't be able to eat the starchy foods either.
And that is a big thing, you know, when people say, oh, should you be eating that? You know, to see you eating a bun, but if you're eating a sandwich, because it's bread, they don't understand, they don't realize that the carb in a slice of bread is basically your body just turns it into sugar. And that's a big thing. I didn't realize that bread, like the carbohydrate, was sugar, because I didn't have to know, and you know, before. So that is a big thing. You know? Yeah,
we're very intimate with carbohydrates now.
Yeah.
When people ask me that question, it sort of makes me want to climb up a wall. That's what it makes me feel like, enjoying the spiders, climbing up walls. Unlike the spiders who do it because they can, I'd be doing it in frustration, being asked that question.
And can I ask you, do you go to friends' birthday parties? I mean, when we were allowed to go to friends' birthday parties, did you go to friends' birthday parties?
Yes, if I was invited. If I was uninvited, I'd stay out, because I don't think anyone would appreciate me, just a random person that I don't know, and would just be in the middle of their happy birthday song, and then I just come in, where's the cake?
And when you did go to birthday parties, what types of food did you eat at those birthday parties?
And the foods that were offered up, like sausages and chips, and most importantly, the cake.
Very important. I'm very glad you pointed that out. So we have another myth to bust around diabetes as well, and that is a myth.
Shreds.
Yeah.
Yes, bust it to shreds. So the second myth is that people with diabetes, if they eat sugar, it can kill them.
Oh no, this one again.
Yeah.
No, it does not kill me. I eat sugar, and last time I checked, I am still alive.
Exactly.
But no, it doesn't kill you. You just have to give yourself insulin if you're eating sugar, unless you're low. That is, if you're in a low and it's like not that much sugar, you don't really have to bolus. But then you probably should afterwards when you start to go up. But no, I do not die from eating sugar.
So is there anything else you want to talk about in life with diabetes? And are you finding your diabetes easier to manage because you're not going to school every day?
Yes. Kind of yes. It wasn't bothering me in school very much, so kind of the same as school, but it's not as much a hassle to live with as prior stated. The medieval torture device, the rocket. Where's the need?
And the G6 is like having the continuous glucose monitor in schools has been great, because he feels he can be a lot more private with it. Because being called out of the class to do finger pricks was, you know,
annoying.
Yeah, because the SNAs, again, you know, it's great to have an SNA, but when they sometimes wouldn't quite understand it, and they worry, you know, that, right, we have to check you, but there'd be a lot of attention that he wouldn't, especially as he's getting older, didn't want.
Because I don't really like
so with the CGM, it's a lot more, it can be a lot more discreet in school with it, which has made a big difference to you, hasn't it?
Yes.
And I bet the insulin pump then is a lot more discreet to give your insulin doses, because I mean, well, you can actually do it remotely, and you can also do it using the pump, and people don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I just hide my hand in the pump under the table and put it in, and then just shove it back down my shirt, and then eat.
How are your friends with your diabetes now that they've gotten used to it?
For a while, until I accidentally ended up bringing it up in class. They actually thought it was cured and I didn't have it anymore because I never tended to bring it up. But now they know again, and they know if I need to take sugar, that they're like, "Are you sure you don't need to take anything?" Because they will hear the alarm off of my phone. Yeah, but one of my friends does always want to eat my tabs whenever I take them out if I need to treat a low. I don't give them to him though, even though he's like a dog begging to get his doggy treat, trying to get my tabs.
So your friends at school are actually quite supportive in that way then. They know that you need sugar and they can help you if you do need it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can help me with lows, but there's not much they can do for highs.
And let's talk about your teachers now, because every September, I'm sure you get a new teacher. So how does that work out?
All right, most of them have been good. And even the ones that have made some mistakes have been all right with it. But there has been an occasion in classes, like, those school parties that happen where the teacher's handing out crisps and all that.
Yeah.
One of my teachers, I won't name drop, I'm not one of those people.
No, please don't.
I will not. But he tried to skip me when handing out the crisps. And instead of just keeping my mouth shut, I rightfully said, "Oh, you skipped me." And he said, I don't think you're allowed to have these. And I then had an argument with him that I am allowed to have them. I just need to put in insulin to do it. And he kept saying, "But you need permission from your parents to eat that." But eventually I did get the crisps, but I did get some looks from the teacher every 5 minutes.
He took some convincing, did he?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so overall they've been very good in supporting you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Cayden and Pam, for joining me today and doing some myth busting. You were definitely the best buster I've come across.
Ghostbusters, yeah, you're a mythbuster. You're a mythbuster.
The real Mythbusters use explosions, and that's cool.
Not always.